Hope all is well. Hope all is well. All right. As you guys can see, our brother Jay Z is being accused of sexual misconduct with a 13-year-old girl, um, along with Diddy. They're saying this happened, I say they back in 2000 after an MTV Awards ceremony. So they're saying this happened at an after party, allegedly. As all of us, I know a lot of us are thinking, excuse me, why is this young girl or young lady coming up with these allegations now, right? Um, but then the flip side of that, everybody says, people will say, oh, it doesn't matter when she comes up with these allegations. Maybe she just healed from it, whatever. Some people might say she, because of the Diddy situation, everybody's just coming out the woodworks. Moreover, people have been saying, oh, Jay-Z's gonna be next, since this whole Diddy situation, because Jay-Z and Diddy, these guys was ace boon coon. Like, these dudes was outside with each other all the time. Rock Nation parties, well, the brunches, and just these guys was tight. They have been tight for years, so people automatically thought, okay, Jay-Z's next, right? But everybody's not the same. Just because Jay-Z rolled with Diddy don't mean that he's doing whatever Diddy's doing. He can just be hang with Diddy because Diddy's a good business person. They share similar backgrounds. So that could be the case. So to just put him in the same, blame him for those same actions or type of actions is unfair. It's unfair. I applaud Jay-Z for responding right away, to these allegations. And he's at this point, like, he played defense by responding, but now he's playing offense because now he's suing this lawyer. And I'm going to look this lawyer up right now. He's suing this lawyer who's pretty much trying to extort him. You understand what I'm saying? So maybe they think Jay-Z is gonna, he's like the others and we're just gonna pay up just to, clear his name. You understand what I'm saying? Or whatever. But Jay's like, nah, I'm not giving you, like Jay-Z said, I'm not giving you one red penny. And I respect Jay-Z for that. Hey, what's up, Grayson Carswell? What's up, Pay? How y'all doing? Salute. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, like, and share. We're going to talk about a couple of few topics tonight, not just Jay-Z, okay? Not just Jay-Z. A few things have been going on, right? So the letter that Jay-Z wrote to the public, he pretty much is saying, listen, I hope you guys are ready to spar. Like, we're like, I'm coming for you guys. You understand what I'm saying? I'm not built like that. I'm not backing down. I'm not going to go run in a hole just because you guys are trying to exploit me in this way like I'm some crook. If I was in a relationship with a guy, who would I have a chance of being in the relationship and not being with a man hold up. If I was in a relationship with a guy, who would I have a chance of being in a relationship and not being with a man who... You got me on that one. I'm trying to read it and it's not making any sense. But anywho, shout out to all of y'all that's watching, all right, and supporting the platform. So yeah, I applaud Jay-Z. I applaud him for just letting these guys know, like, hey, listen, I'm not the one, B. Not hiding in the hole. He didn't wait. Jay-Z ain't wait a whole month or 6 months, to respond. You understand what I'm saying, to these allegations, because the longer you wait, the more it gives people, like Meek Mills just said in a post, he said, people's brains are controlled by social media. These media platforms, you are the best and you deserve the world. Thank you. I appreciate you. I do deserve the world. Amen. Um, okay, so social media, they create the narrative by posting these things back to back to back to back. And if you don't respond, people are going to think this. They're going to be conditioned to think Jay-Z is a dot, 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 dot. So I applaud Jay-Z's publicist and PR team for hitting right back at these dudes and saying, nah, listen, man, I'm not the one. And I'm gonna go to the legal response that Jay-Z did, that he gave. Okay, so the name of this lawyer, all right, who's making these allegations and is Jay-Z saying trying to extort him. Don't you gotta think of it, this first time when I saw a person with a beard was a couple of years ago. Okay. Yeah, yeah. So um this lawyer's name is Tony Busby. This is the lawyer who, and I'm gonna look Tony Busby up to see what he has a track record of, because if this man has a track record of working with certain celebrities and trying to extort them for payments for civil lawsuits, and Jay-Z's like, yo, don't take me for civil. He said, take me to criminal court. Jay-Z, you're around some good Harlem dudes, brother. I must commend you for that, because we don't play that. You understand what I'm saying? You ain't finna extort me, try to embarrass me. Like this man got kids, man. He has a family, bro. Like his daughters, his son, his kids, they're able, they gotta go to school, and they have to worry about kids whispering behind their back. Talking about, oh, your daddy sleeping with 13-year-old girls and this, that, and the third. Like, so my point here is that I applaud Jay-Z for like immediately letting the media know that he is suing this lawyer who is making these allegations, who's representing the girl who's making these allegations, instead of waiting 6 months, 7 months, things of that nature. Like, and these type like, I hope celebrities who get these type of things happen to them, I hope that they take heed to this and they don't wait. Like Diddy, like, I don't know if this man is guilty or not, but he waited too long. He waited too long to respond. And then when he responded, it didn't look genuine. It looked like he was reading from some type of prompter or something like that. And that's probably why the freaking judge is not letting him go on bail. Because this narrative has been created for like freaking 5, 6, 7 months that Diddy was raping people, and the whole civil thing with Cassie and stuff. Like, it's like, do you even believe it? You understand what I'm saying? What are the chances that the new system is working on a different level? Yeah, man. So shout out to Jay-Z, man. Shout out to the homie. You know what I'm saying? I'm looking for the statement that Jay-Z made. Not the statement, but his response to this. If you guys didn't read it, okay? Amen, amen. All right, I'm gonna just read some of it. My lawyer received a blackmail attempt called a demand letter from a lawyer named Tony Busby. What he had calculated was the nature of these allegations, and the public scrutiny will make me want to settle. No, sir, it had the opposite effect. It made me want to expose you for the fraud you are in a very public fashion. So no, I will not give you one red penny. These allegations are so heinous in nature that I implore you to file a criminal complaint, not a civil one. Whomever would commit such a crime against a minor should be locked away. Would you not agree? These alleged victims would deserve real justice if that were the case. This lawyer, who I have done a bit of research on, seems to have a pattern of these type of theatrics. I have no idea how you come to be such a deplorable human, Mr. Busby, but I promise you I have seen your kind many times over. I'm more than prepared to deal with your type. You claim to be a Marine. Marines are known for their valor. You have neither honor nor dignity. My only heartbreak is for my family, my wife, and I will have to sit our children down, one of whom is at the age where her friends will surely see the press and ask questions about the nature of these claims and explain the cruelty and greed of people. I mourn yet another loss of innocence. Children should not have to endure such at their young age. It is unfair to have to try to understand inexplicable degrees of malice meant to destroy families and human spirit. Amen. My heart and support goes out to the true victims in the world who have to watch how their life story is dressed in costume for profitability by this ambulance chaser in a cheap suit. You have made a terrible error in judgment, thinking that all celebrities are the same. I'm not from your world. I'm a young man who made it out of the project of Brooklyn. We don't play these types of games. We have strict codes and honor. We protect children. You seem to exploit people for personal gain. Only your network of conspiracy theorists, fake physics, will believe the idiotic claims you have leveled against me that, if not for the seriousness surrounding harm to kids, would be laughable. I look forward to showing you just how different I am. My man Hove. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's crazy. Trying to put my man on Front Street like that, B. You know what I mean? It's crazy. So this guy, Anthony Glenn Busby, this is this guy's name. Okay, this is his full name. Is an American lawyer and political figure. In 2019, Busby ran for mayor of Houston. Wow. So this dude, ran for mayor. He also ran for I'm sorry, I said mayor. I stand correct. No, he did. He ran for mayor of Houston, Texas, but lost to incumbent Sylvester Turner. He also ran for Houston Council in 2023, but lost to incumbent Mary Nan Huffman. So he looks like a failed politician. Yeah, that's what it looks like to me. Okay, let's dig deep. Let's dig deep. Okay, into Mr. Busby. In 2000, he founded the Busby law firm. Busby appeared on the. Okay, so my brand, we don't follow the trends. All right, we ain't on here to bash Jay-Z or whatever the case is. We gonna flip the script. True story. Busby appeared on the cover of the New York Times Magazine in November 2010 regarding his role in the litigation against BP following the Deepwater Horizon and spill off. Okay, boom, boom. What else? What else we got on my man Busby? Little secret right, a husband, Paula. Could be a second career as an auctioneer. Yeah. So let's go to Wikipedia for him. Let's see what we got on my man. All right. Boom. Horizon spilled off Mexico. Busby filed a 7 Wow. Jeez Louise. Okay, cool. So on April 26, 2021, Busby represents at least 21 clients alleging sexual misconduct against NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson. That's 2021. All right. In 2020, so in the same year, Busby filed a $750 million lawsuit against rapper Travis Scott on behalf of hold up, did I read the same thing? Okay, cool. So in 2021, Busby represents at least 21 clients alleging sexual misconduct against NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson. Okay, so that's one lawsuit. Okay, within that same year, he filed another lawsuit of a $750 million against rapper Travis Scott on behalf of 120 victims who died or were injured in the Astroworld Festival crowd. So it looks like this guy, Mr. Busby is targeting rappers. That's what it looks like. Busby is also a property developer. He owns properties. Um, yeah, yeah. Hit and run, kill two brothers. Okay, hold up, wait. All right, so in 2024, Jay-Z might need to watch this and contact this woman. In 2024, a woman claiming to be a former client of Busby filed a lawsuit against him, alleging that he assaulted her while representing her in a divorce case. The woman claims to have both medical and dental records to prove her injuries. Okay, so if I was Jay-Z, yes, yes. If I was Jay-Z, I would look into this dude, this lawyer, and get on his toe, get on his, yeah, you know what it is. Wow, politics, you know? Share da. Okay, so in 2002, Busby unsuccessfully ran for 24th district of the Texas State House as Democrat, losing to Republican Larry Taylor by 17 points. Okay, in 2012, Busby supported Rick Perry's presidential campaign with financial support and use of his private jet. Busby also served as one of Perry's debate coaches. In 2016, Busby hosted a fundraiser at his River Oaks mansion for then president candidate Donald Trump. So homeboy is cool with Donald Trump. Later on, following the release of the Access Hollywood tape, Busby disavowed, if I said that correctly, Trump and stated his intention to write in veteran Dan Moran for president. Nah, you can't take it back, bro. All right. Subsequently, Busby gave $500,000 to Trump's inauguration committee. Okay, all right. So this dude seems like he is a failed politician, right? Who is now, who of course has a lot of money and tries to invest in other politicians like, Donald Trump, things of that nature, and also tries to take down rappers for sexual assault. And you see with Travis Scott with his situation. So it looks like he targets rappers, all right? And this man has a track record of his own. Like, bruh, you understand what I'm saying? So if I was Jay-Z, I would look into dude. You know what I'm saying? Because that right there is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man. Hopefully, Jay-Z, handles this, because this is crazy. This is crazy, man. And like I said earlier, I'm glad that Jay-Z got right at them and said, hey, nah, listen, put his statement out. Kudos to his PR team. Kudos to y'all, man. He need to give them a raise for real. He need to give them, and then now you're suing the lawyer. Kudos to you. You know what I'm saying? Just like they tried to get at Big Joe from Uptown. Tried to line him up. He was like, y'all bugging. Matter of fact, I'm suing y'all. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't know if Big Joe's people hit up Hole's people and say, yo, sue them niggas, B. Like, if you know they ain't got no heat on you, sue them dudes. Because it's not fair. It's not fair to our brothers, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, for real. All right, so I know y'all, I don't know if y'all saw the young lady speaking out in reference to supporting Jordan Neely. Right outside of your house right now, we do have family members. Let's get to this right here. From the Neely family. Let's listen in on live now. There was no way you could put himself judges. I'm pretty sure y'all saw his family speak. All right.
Daniel Penny is a hero. And what America is a hero of killer. He didn't give a crap about Jordan. The medical examiner said Jordan turned purple. Yes, black people can turn purple when they're denied oxygen. Every lab report showed he died of asphyxiation. And that doesn't matter because they want to spare a white man the penalty of his crimes. America has not changed, and I hate to say it, it may never change. And people who keep asking, are we going to riot? Are we going to protest? Is that what's needed? Do glass have to break? Do cars have to burn for a black man to get justice in America? We can't show up with peace. We can't show up with facts. We can't show up with evidence and witness after witness. You give us nothing. And then you ask us to love this country. America hates black people, and we see it from that jury pool.
Wow.
A black man was lynched, and his name was Jordan.
That was deep. I mean, I feel where she's coming from. I feel where she's coming from. You know, we witnessed stuff like this with George Floyd. Now this, you know, and you know this white man just gets to walk free, you know, and especially with Trump about to be in office, I don't think the best thing to do would be uh, going rioting and busting up windows and stuff like that. I don't think that's the thing we need to do right now. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, granted, you know, Biden is still president, so you know, he might let it slide. You know, Kamala might let it slide. You know what I mean? But if they're gonna do anything like that, I'm not saying to do it. But if you're going to protest, I say do it now. Do not wait till January. Do not wait till February. Do it now because this dude Donald Trump is gonna bring out all the bells and the whistles to make us look like, make us look like we're animals and like we are not human and humane. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I don't, I'm not for violence. You know, if you want to protest, you can protest. I think there's a ways of protesting. There are ways to not support certain businesses, things of that nature. You understand what I'm saying? So hopefully, you know, nobody goes out there and tries to, you know, wild out and get locked up and things of that nature because I don't think that's the right thing to do. I know everybody has their mixed feelings about the Black Lives Matter, um, the Black Lives Matter organization. I haven't done that much research on them, but some people feel like, you know, they wasn't doing right with their money that they was receiving. So they already kind of like not, you know, not feeling, you know, where she's coming from. But yeah, so that touched me. I was touched by that because I feel where she's coming from. Like this country does not, um, they don't care about black people. You know, they feel like we're second. Like we just like you got regular human people, then it's just black people, or you know, it's not fair, it's not right. This man should have got charged with something. He shouldn't have walked away free like that because if that was a black man, you know what I mean, like he, them white people would have went crazy down there. They would have went crazy down there. They're like, what? This black man walked free? You know what I'm saying? Like, nah, nah. You know, so I feel where she's coming from, but we have to learn to control ourselves, pray about these situations, and look for safer answers, because you know what happens when people go to jail, can't take care of your kids. You know, who's gonna watch your kids if you in jail? You know what I'm saying? How you gonna go to work if you in jail from trying to do control a riot and do these things? Like we cannot let our emotions um, dictate how we react or act. You know, because that's the power of the devil. That's how the devil works. You know, like we know that this country, you know, performs devilish acts when it comes to the judicial system, when it comes to politics, across the board. They perform. They make diabolical decisions. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, for us to react to it in a manner of violence is the trap. It's a trap made by the devil. It's a trap made by them too, because they want us to act up. They're like, yeah, let's let's do this. Maybe we can get them to act up and wild out, and we can lock them up. You know what I'm saying? And that's what they want. That's what they want. So I was watching the Math Hoffa podcast a little earlier. Shout out to young Chris. He was on there. You know, they had a few conversations about his experience with Rockefeller. They asked him his favorite albums of Rockefeller, and I'm surprised he didn't say Reasonable Doubt. I'm surprised he didn't say Reasonable. I'm surprised he didn't say Blueprint. I don't think he said that. But Reasonable Doubt, I feel, was Jay-Z's best album, hands down. Moving forward, Math Hoffa was talking about, you know, why Harlem dudes. You got some Harlem dudes that don't go to Brooklyn, and you got some Harlem dudes that chill in Brooklyn. They go, you know, freely, or whatever the case is. Me being from Harlem, you know, and me having a father that was raised in Harlem, my father would always tell me, like, yo, what you doing in Harlem? I mean, what you doing in Brooklyn? You know what I'm saying? Or don't be chilling out there in Brooklyn, because he's had bad experiences in Brooklyn. You understand what I'm saying? So, I mean, I work in Brooklyn. I remember I had this car years ago, and he forgot that I had it. So I had it parked in the parking lot of my job, and he saw the GPS on it or whatever. And I think he forgot I worked in Brooklyn. And he called my phone like, yo, Mark, what you doing in Brooklyn? My car been sitting in Brooklyn for the past 8 hours, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, Dad, I work in Brooklyn. He's like, oh, okay. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, Harlem dudes, we dress different, number one. You understand? So we dress different from Brooklyn dudes. We dress different from Brooklyn, Queens dudes. Harlem dudes, we stick out like a sore thumb. You see what I got on. Yankee fitted, Nike sweater. I keep it chill. This is how I am on a regular basis. You understand what I'm saying? No shade to any of the boroughs, but you from Harlem, we can wear a white t-shirt. You understand what I'm saying? Yankee fitted, some Timbs, Air Force Ones, and look like $1 million and smell like $1 million. You understand what I'm saying? Harlem dudes, we know how to bounce back, man. You understand what I'm saying? We can have $10 in our pocket and look like we got $1,000 in our pocket. You know, and that's just the aura. That's just how we was raised in Harlem. That's because Harlem is just so small, and you can differentiate what block you want to be on or where you want to be at. You understand what I'm saying? You actually got OGs in Harlem that raised us, and you know, they was like, but you have to choose to go the right way. You got some that, you know, sold drugs, kill or whatever, and you got some dudes just like to get money. You understand what I'm saying? I was one of those dudes that I like to get money. I love to hustle. You understand what I'm saying? You know, and that was just embedded in me. That's just something I loved to do. You know, look where I'm at. I'm on YouTube right now. You understand what I'm saying? I invest in my YouTube channel. I buy media equipment and things of that nature. I spend money on ads and all these different types of things. I take time out of my schedule to do this YouTube live so I can build up my audience, so I can perfect my craft and what I'm doing. You understand what I'm saying? So that's the natural hustle that I have in me. You understand what I'm saying? I got 3 brothers, you know what I mean? We all got that same hustle. I think we all got that same hustle. You understand what I'm saying? We got it from our father. We got it from the people that we was around. It was a village. It was a village that raised us. So back to what Math Hoffa was saying, yeah, if we see that a certain borough is that they just don't like us because when we go out there, we take their girls, or we got girls that travel from Brooklyn to Harlem far and wide, why would we be out there chilling? I know dudes that from my hood that went out to Brooklyn, came back to Harlem butt naked, bro. You understand what I'm saying? So yeah, man, like this whole thing about, oh, you scared to go, it's not about being scared, bro. It's about being smart. Not everybody want to be walking around with guns and knives and all that shit. Come on, bro. Like, that's why we got to change this narrative on how we talk about each other. You understand what I'm saying? Like, Brooklyn is Brooklyn. Like, they do what they do out there. You got certain parts of Harlem. You come to Harlem, you go to certain blocks in Harlem, you will get robbed. You might not make it out those blocks. And that's probably why a lot of chicks from Brooklyn came to Harlem because they knew Harlem was a safe haven. There's a lot of places in Harlem that are safe. So don't be mad at us because we don't want to go to Brooklyn. Be mad at the chicks from Brooklyn that want to come to Harlem because Brooklyn is a lot of parts in Brooklyn is grimy. Now it's gentrified, so now Brooklyn is a little bit more accepted. You can go and chill. Brooklyn is wild cool now. I mean, for a dude to be scared to go to Brooklyn now, from any borough, like you got to have beef with somebody or involved with some gang or something like that. Because now I know there's still certain parts of Brooklyn that's if I don't know what part of Brooklyn it is, if I'm not familiar with it, I'm not going there. Like I got to Google it, get reviews or something like that. Like I'm not just going to any part of Brooklyn. And I got to know if it's like Williamsburg or certain areas of Brooklyn or whatever, Greenpoint maybe. Like, but I'm just not rolling in any excuse me area of Brooklyn like it's all good. I got two daughters. I got a career. You understand what I'm saying? I got a good job. I'm not wasting that trying to defend myself. God forbid, kill somebody, whatever, get locked up, or like not doing all of that. B. And he also said that there's a there's a famous rapper from Harlem that chills with a Brooklyn dude. Okay, cool. He might be talking about Jim Jones. He might be talking about Cam. Who, if that's the case, so be it. But Jay Z was always around Harlem dudes, bro. Like when Jay Z got on and started hanging with Dame, Dame is from Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? Bob Allah, may he rest in peace, was from Harlem. You understand what I'm saying? OG Wan, to my knowledge, he's from Broadway. He's from up top. You understand what I'm saying? Like, come on, B. Come on. Like, don't do that, man. Don't do that. I know y'all love Jay-Z over there on that platform, but you know what I'm saying? Like, let's keep it balanced, man. Don't be biased, you know what I'm saying? Because y'all from Brooklyn or whatever the case is. Shout out to my man A who's on that platform. That's my alumni brother. You know what I mean? Like who's on my expert opinion, show. Shout out to them. And then, to top it off, y'all shoot y'all show in Harlem. So, like, come on, B. Y'all gotta show more love to Harlem, man. For real, bro. Like, y'all ask why you don't shoot it in Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying? Niggas in Brooklyn probably grimy or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully that ain't the case. I'm just, you know what I'm saying? I'm just chatting. But, like, y'all in Brooklyn, bro. You know why? Because Brooklyn is calm, man. A lot of parts of Brooklyn is calm, yo. Like, we gonna show you love, man. You understand what I'm saying? Get your money. Get your money. As long as you moving right, you know how you moving, you got it together, you good. You good. You know? And Harlem, we just got that aura. It's that air. You know what I'm saying? Of hustle and the culture. I was dating this chick a while back and she was just like, yo, like, you lucky to be from Harlem. And I didn't really know what she meant because I'm just so used to, moving how I move. You understand what I'm saying? Always, my goal was to get out of Harlem. That was my thing, to get out of Harlem. I live in Jersey now. You understand what I'm saying? I still got an apartment in Harlem or whatever. My kids live there. But, like, at the end of the day, I live in Jersey. But the goal is to get out of Harlem. Anybody from Harlem that was getting money, they moved to Jersey. Fort Lee, Teaneck. You understand what I'm saying? Shout out to, what's his name? Vado, Most Hated. Yeah, I mean, all those Cam, everybody. Jersey. Even dudes from Brooklyn, the first thing they do, they move to Jersey. Biggie had a spot in Jersey. Little Kim and all them got spots in Jersey, man. You know what I'm saying? So start giving Harlem some more love, math over there, man. Come on, B. You know. But yeah, shout out to that. Shout out to the show. They have some good interviews on there. They have some good content on there. Much respect to them. The other day I found out that the United Healthcare, that these dudes are really some grimy people, man. I'm with my daughter last night, and we walk up in Walgreens, and I see a United Healthcare box or something like that. I guess they had like some pamphlets or whatever, and I looked at my daughter. I was like, oh boy, you understand what I'm saying? Because just come to find out, like, if you go on YouTube and you Google United Healthcare, there's mad people that have been complaining about their healthcare policies. like they deny people health care. Some people for that even some people they even qualify for some of that for some of those the health care and they're getting denied. You understand what I'm saying? And the ill part about it is that there's two families that sued that tried to sue United Healthcare last year for them allegedly using AI to deny their elderly family members. You understand what I'm saying? So to do that, you have an AI system that's denying elderly people. It's diabolical, B. Like because number one, you're targeting a market of individuals who are pretty much they're not gonna fight for they're not gonna fight for something because a lot of times they might either live by themselves, live in a nursing home, or they just can't really comprehend or they just don't want to they don't want to waste they don't have the time or energy, so they're gonna give up. They're gonna give up easily. They're not gonna fight, right? Or they might be ashamed to even tell their loved ones, like, hey, listen, like, this is what's going on. They might be embarrassed. So for them to allegedly be using AI to deny patients is crazy, man. It's crazy. Like after doing some research on them, man, and seeing that those type of moves they was doing, like I know these companies, these corporations want to save money, but fam, like, don't do that, man. Don't have a like you got people that you got people spending their last money like so the elderly people what do they get denied and what do they just go into that they savings and they going into their pension they going into their 401ks or whatever and they spending money because they may have it right they're spending money for these surgeries they're spending money for this health care that they already have access to on whatever plan they have. So for you guys to be doing that, man, allegedly doing that, is not good, man. And like I said, y'all go on YouTube, subscribe to the channel, my channel, subscribe, like, comment, share with your loved ones. I'm on here like almost every night now. You understand what I'm saying? I don't have no Cash App on here. It's in my bio. So if y'all want to donate to the page, just go to the bio and send the funds to Cash App because the goal is to be able to do this more often. So I ain't got to do so much overtime. Make money, it makes sense. So yeah, man, like so now this dude who killed Brian Thompson, this dude is on the run. This dude, they putting pictures out like this dude is in Ubers and stuff, bruh. Like this dude is about to be the most famous. He about to be more famous than the president. They got pictures of this dude smiling, joking. Somebody took a picture of him sitting in an Uber. The jacket that he used, the style that he used to murder to Brian Thompson, that style jacket is selling out in the stores. Like, this country is crazy. This country is crazy, man. You understand what I'm saying? So it's like, it's like, yo, man, what I mean? We gotta do better, man. We gotta do better. And as I'm talking to my daughter about it, she responded like, oh, well, I guess that's why people are not so sympathetic about Brian Thompson getting murdered. I'm like, whoa, that's deep. My daughter's 16 years old. And to hear her say that, these are how kids are thinking. Not saying that she was right or wrong. Moreover, if this man was allegedly stealing money, because that's stealing money from the elderly for using AI, you understand what I'm saying? How is your denial rate going to be 33%? That's just too high, bro. You got the highest denial rate out of all insurance companies. I didn't know this. My group chat knew this. I didn't know this. You understand what I'm saying? So I don't think that the guy who killed him, should have. What it do? What it do, Playboy? Go ahead and share the pic. Go ahead and share the live, man. I'm gonna be on here for another 20, 30 minutes. We going up, man. So, and I'm gonna go back and touch on the Jay-Z thing. I did that earlier. So this guy, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not saying what he did was right, you know what I mean? But you got people out there that's like, yo, this needed to be done because X, Y, Z. You understand what I'm saying? So it's just sad, you know what I mean, that that they had to come to this. I think insurance companies, you shouldn't have a 33% denial rate. The denial rate should be maybe like 5%, 6%, 4%, whatever. But to be using AI to deny people is crazy. Once a person gets denied, if you're going to use the AI system, because I get it, you know, AI, and AI, the Chat GPT, all of that stuff, you know, that's a benefit. It helps a lot of our companies, a lot of our businesses. But once you use it to the point where people are not getting the service they need, it's like, yo, you got to switch it up. You know, once these people get denied, it should be upgraded to a human customer service rep. It should not be left in the hands of a computer that determines if they get the health care they need. I even get annoyed sometimes when I call some of these corporations or whatever, these companies, and it's either somebody who's in freaking some third world country, I can't understand a word they're saying, or it's some AI computer repeating the same thing I'm saying over and over and over and over again. You understand what I'm saying? Like, you ask one question, they answer it, and all the answers sound the same. You know, it doesn't sound human. Answers don't sound human. Like, it doesn't sound like they don't have no emotion to to the information you're giving them. Could you imagine calling 911 and it's an AI operator, bro? Could you imagine that shit? I want y'all to let that sit. Imagine calling 911, something bad's happening, this emergency, and an AI operator picks up. That would drive me crazy. You would probably run down to the freaking nearest police precinct and go crazy. I would go ham. Like, yo, so y'all mean to tell me I'm calling y'all for help and a freaking AI operator picks up, a computer picks up? So that's why these people are so, that's why they made the lawsuit. So yeah, so my brother says, what it do? Beyonce new album, Pink Lemonade, coming soon. Pink Lemonade? Nah. Beyonce is not dropping no album, bro. Beyonce's chilling. You know what I'm saying? Beyonce's chilling. You know, listen, man. Jay-Z, you know, he chilling too. He fighting, man. He's putting up the fight. Jay-Z's on offense right now. Jay-Z's on offense right now. You know, I don't know if you peeped it earlier, bro, but that lawyer, I did some research on him, and not only is he trying to get at Jay-Z, but he also he tried to do a civil suit on a football player in 2021, and it was a civil suit for, here it goes, I'll read it to you. I got you, kid. So let's see, where is it at? Politics, personal life. I just had it. 2021. Where is it at? Bear with me, my people. Bear with me. Share, subscribe to the channel. Show love. I appreciate all of y'all. Real talk. Real talk. Okay, here it goes, bro. All right, so in 2021, Busby represents at least 21 clients, okay, alleging sexual misconduct against NFL quarterback Deshaun Watson. All right, in 2021, the same year, Busby filed a $750 million lawsuit against rapper Travis Scott on behalf of the victims that was injured in the festival. So this guy, like I was saying earlier, he's targeting, he targets rappers, and he's a failed politician because he's ran for mayor, he's ran for all these other political positions in Houston and has lost. And he's also cool with Trump. Okay, he sponsored a Trump party some years ago, spent almost $500,000 on Trump's inauguration campaign. Okay, he gave $500,000 to Trump's inauguration committee. All right, so yeah, this dude he's a Trump teammate, low key. All right, so if I was Jay-Z, I would do like I said earlier. I would look in, and I'm pretty sure they looking into this dude. They like, yo, you got some dirt on you, man. All right, and like I said earlier, he also was accused of sexual assault. Um, he was also accused of sexual assault. Also, that lawyer. So it's like this dude, his hands is dirty, man. His hands is dirty. You know. Um, but yeah. This is what we doing, man. Cameron. I don't know if y'all saw the 50 Cent interview on. I listened to it the other day on my way to work. 50 Cent was on a show that Cameron has um, on his YouTube platform, and it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. It was good to see 50 Cent on there, chopping it up with Cam. They was talking about just being able to do business, in a rap game and doing business in a film world, and hanging with Tyler Perry, and they spoke briefly about Jay-Z and why he pretty much why he didn't want 50 Cent to perform at the Super Bowl some years ago. And I love how 50 Cent handles those things. Like he handles all those conversations professionally. Like you never really see him bashing. Well, I take that back. He will bash you in a second. But when he's on a platform actually talking about it, he does it in a professional manner. And I did not know that 50 Cent has a number of liquor deals with these football teams. You understand what I'm saying? And that's why we're seeing him at all of these different games. So shout out to 50, man, for his liquor brand, um, and being involved in, all these different teams, to have your liquor, I guess, in their stadiums and things of that nature, you know. So shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to the guys, man. Shout out to Cameron. It is what it is. Shout out to Mace. Platform is hard. You know what I mean? No Diddy. So I was telling y'all the other day that I'm going to be doing a series on relationships. Okay? I'm going to be doing a series on relationships. I feel like I'm going to start it sometime this week after I register for these classes. I got 2 classes left for my bachelor's. I took a relationship course about a year ago at Lehman College, and it was something I needed, to graduate or whatever. So I'm going to be using the literature that I have, and of course my life experience for this series, and we're going to be talking about relationships, and not just marital relationships or boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever. Relationships like with your family members. Relationships with your coworkers, relationships with just random people or whatever the case is. We're gonna talk about that. And we're also gonna talk about how spirituality aligns with relationships and how it's underrated in relationships. Sometimes when you get into relationships and the other person isn't like spiritually aligned with you, sometimes you might, I call that unequally yoked, right? So if you are involved with this person, and you're not bringing that to the forefront, and you're not acknowledging your spirituality, you can lose some of your spirituality. You can lose some of your fire that you have to grow spiritually, because now you might not be able to grow with that person spiritually, because when you grow, they grow. You grow together. Like they say, a family that prays together stays together. So it's important that we have spirituality, a spirituality foundation in relationships. You don't have to be the most. I'm not saying you got to be a saint or whatever, but I think it's now I don't want to say sexy, but I think it's what's the word I'm looking for? Romantic. I think it's romantic when you can sit down with your woman, and yeah, you don't gotta just read the Bible, but you can read other literature that'll help you grow together in your relationship. You understand what I'm saying? And then if you don't understand something, like say for instance, you might read something that you read in a book or whatever, and you might be able to refer it to the Bible, or you might be able to refer it to the Quran or whatever whatever your faith is. Like I think that is like so dope You know what I'm saying? You can be able to explore those different types of mental, those mental heights, you know, with someone, you know, and you know when you grow with somebody like that, man, like there's no room for cheating. There's no room for liking 1,000 pics of someone you ain't supposed to be liking. You know what I'm saying? There's no need to check your girl's phone. There's no need to check your man's phone. Like, there's no need for none of that, man, because you already know, like, yo, me and my woman or my man or whatever, yo, we are so connected on another level that we're just secure. You understand what I'm saying? And you know, that's underrated, you know. And you know, I'm gonna have a young lady on the platform with me. You know, we're gonna be talking about it. You know, we're also gonna be talking about, you know, what women look for in a man. You know, what do women what do y'all want from a man? And do women, you know, do y'all respect spirituality? Is that a thing? You know, do y'all look for that? Or is that only a woman who's in church? Is that the only place you're gonna find a woman who values spirituality? Is she only gonna be, do you have to find her in the church? You understand what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of women out there who may value spirituality, but they're not in church. They don't go to church. You don't see them in church. Or if you see them in church, they might be in church maybe twice a year, if that. You understand what I'm saying? So we're gonna talk about that. We're gonna talk about that. But it's 10:52. You know what I'm saying? I'm not on Cali time. I gotta work in the morning. Um, I know I see y'all watching. I appreciate y'all. You know what I mean? Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all show love. Um, and make sure you hit the notification button too. When y'all subscribe, hit that notification bell. That way you can be notified. You can be notified when I'm going live. You understand what I'm saying? And just, you know, continue to show love. Continue to show love. That's what it's all about. I want to share something with y'all real quick. All right, 10 signs you're doing well in life. You have someone that loves you. You ate today. You have a roof over your head. You have goals. You have clean water. You have a family. You are able to exercise. You have your health. You have a job. You woke up today. So out of all of those, what really stuck out to me was you have your health, right? So you have your health, right? Everybody's health might not be, you know, one accuser comes, 25 more coming. Yeah. Okay. So we're gonna get to that. I ain't forget about it. I'm gonna get to that because I got some time. I got some time. So we all have our health, right? And everybody's health might not be the best health and, you know, health condition, if that makes sense, and the best health condition. You know, moreover, we're still alive, right? Um, you can better your health by eating right, by thinking right, by getting enough sleep, and just by, you know, doing research and going to the doctor and getting checked up, right? So don't give up just because you feel like your health might not be in the best condition, all right? Other than that, everything else makes sense, you know, makes sense. So yeah, if one accuser comes, 25 more coming. That's the thing, okay? That's the sticky part. No diddy. You know, I I pray that we don't wake up tomorrow and we hear another accuser coming out the blue. Or we wake up next week, another accuser. You know, my question is how long is Beyonce gonna stick around before she, you know, flees the scene? You understand what I'm saying? Because, you know, her mother's a goon. Her mother don't play. Tina knows she don't play about Beyonce. Solange don't play about her sister. You understand what I'm saying? So I hope Solange and her moms ain't like, yo, you better pack your stuff and go up the block or something, because if they run up in this house like they ran up in Diddy house looking for some tapes or looking for whatever, and they find something, it's not gonna look good for you, babe. It's not gonna look good for you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's not gonna look good. You know? Like, and I know how it is, man. I know how it is. You know, like I've worked And now that I'm going, I feel like I'm going back into my Sony days, and I want to talk about um, how hard Dipset, was working back in the days compared to State Property, who was working hard too. That's why, Dame gave Cameron that vice presidency thing. I'm gonna write it down right now. Okay, Dame giving uh, giving Kim vice president role. Okay, cool. All right, Rockefeller. So I hope they don't run up in this dude house. If it gets to that, like like I like I you don't know what can happen. You don't know what can happen, man. At this point, like I don't know. You don't know how much evidence they have. Because I'm pretty sure when the same thing happened with D, we ain't know. We was like, oh, she capped. Like, yeah, da da da. This he capped. Everything's capped. We ain't got no evidence. No evidence. And then they come up with evidence. So now let's take it back. So I know how it is, man. I know how it is when you working in the music industry and you have this power. Like I worked for Sony for almost 10 years, Sony Music Studios. And I know how it is, man. Like when you have like this power and you feel like when that girl comes into the studio or when she comes backstage or whatever the case is, you feel like you might be intoxicated or whatever the case is, and you might take it too far. Not saying Jay-Z did that or whatever the case is, but I hope that wasn't the case. I hope that wasn't the case, because sometimes, your ego can get the best of you and you do something and it comes back to bite you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I remember working there, and a front desk girl, man, you know what I mean? She went downstairs to see a celebrity, you know what I mean? An R&B celebrity. She went to go sing for him. She came back upstairs crying. And, she was a dancer and all that kind of stuff like that. You know what I mean? Like, that was her thing. She was like a professional dancer on the side. But, she was she sang too. So she was like, yo, I'm going downstairs to see this artist. You understand what I'm saying? This professional artist, do y'all know? And she came back upstairs crying. And I was like, yo, what's wrong? What happened? She was like, yo, nigga tried to come on to me type shit. And I was like, damn, yo, I'm sorry, man. I'm sorry to hear that. She was crying and stuff. I was just consoling her and all of that. But that stuff is happening a lot in the music industry, yo. And not only does it happen a lot in the music industry, it happens in everyday life. Like regular dudes, like sometimes you might try to come on to a girl, come on too hard because you feel like, she's giving you that mental space. So, you're gonna take a shot, but actually like raping a chick, like intercourse, penetration, like I've had sex like with my ex and and if she feels like it's hurting or whatever the case is, and she's like, stop or whatever the case is, then I stop. I'm not going to keep going. You know what I'm saying? I'm not going to keep going. I'm going to stop. So you stop and you be like, yo, what's wrong? You okay? Because if you keep going, bro, yeah, no means no, nigga. Like, if you keep going, I don't care if she your girl or not, bro. If she say stop, stop, bro. Because when you finish, if you keep going and you get your shit, you get your stuff off or whatever, you get your thing off, you're gonna feel wild guilty. You're gonna be like, damn, yo, that wasn't even worth the nut, bro. Like, I feel like I violated her. Yeah, nigga, you violated her. Now she crying. Now she's scorned, bro. Like she's scorned, bro. Now she might, like she's scorned, bro. Now what if she reports you to the cops or something like that, or just not forget reporting you to the cops. Forget reporting you to the cops, bro. Let's put all that aside, bro. You know what I'm saying? You scorned her, bro. You violated her, bro. And she might leave you for that, man. She might leave you for that, and you're gonna lose a good woman because you were just overly aggressive. It's not worth it, man. When a woman says no, no. If you gotta, and also too, if a woman is overly intoxicated, bro, That's another tricky situation. If a woman is overly intoxicated, that might not be the best time to sleep with her. And I think that's what gets a lot of these celebrities too. They get caught up into these situations where they think it's okay to get them overly intoxicated. They think it's okay to get them overly drugged up with ecstasy pills and all these other tricks and trades that they got. And then, like, yeah, of course she gonna give it up, bro. Of course there's a high chance that she's gonna give it up. You know? Yeah, bro. Yeah, like, but you gotta remember though, it was a stigma. Remember, there's like a stigma in the hood, like, yo, if you wanna fuck short, if you wanna smash shorty, just get her drunk. Just get her drunk. No, that's chill, bro. You lining yourself up. You lining yourself up, man. You understand what I'm saying? Like, I regret some of the things I did in the past. You know what I'm saying? Some of the things I did in the past wasn't right. You know what I'm saying? I can rightfully say that as a black man, as a man in general. You understand what I'm saying? But it's like when a woman says no, I know for sure I never was like, yo, I'm gonna just keep going. Like, nah. You understand what I'm saying? Like, but not respectfully though, like you get a woman drunk, OD drunk, putting pills. I don't know if y'all remember back in the days. Remember Spanish Fly? You know what I'm saying? I never used it on a female, but when I was like in the 4th, 5th grade, it was something called Spanish Fly that people used to use and used to be able to get it at a bodega, and you put it in the girl's drink. I think you can put it in her drink or something like that. I never used it before for a female because I was just too young. I didn't even know where to buy it from. I wasn't even sleeping with girls in the 4th grade. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't break my virginity till I was in the 9th grade. Yeah, I was like in the 9th grade. You know what I'm saying? So 4th, 5th grade, I was busy touring around the world and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? Signing autographs and stuff. But yeah, bro, like people think it's cool to get girls drunk, intoxicated, and drugged up to have sex with them. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, let me tell you something, man. Even if the girl didn't say no, even if the girl didn't say no while you was having sex with her, bro, all she gotta say is, yo, he got me drugged up to have sex with me. That's holding up in court, bro. He got me drugged up to have sex with me. And she can wake up and feel violated, like, yo, this nigga just violated me. I don't know where I was at last night. I don't know what happened. All I know is I woke up and I was naked. You know, I felt violated. So we gotta chill with this, man. We gotta change this stigma of, oh, if you want to smash her, you gotta get her drunk. Oh, if you want to smash her, you gotta give her pills and all other kind of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like, and there's raps that we had that we would listen to back in the days. You know what I'm saying? If the Remy's in the system, you know what I'm saying? Well, that's not going towards, putting Remy in a woman's glass or whatever. But, getting these women, overly intoxicated to sleep with them is not the move. And I know that was the move for a lot of brothers back in the days. You know what I'm saying? I remember one girl I had in the studio one time, bro. Like, I brought her to the studio and I'm chilling in the artist lounge, and she told me, she was like, yo, if you had some liquor right now, you'll be in this coochie. And I was like, oh, word? Like, but I ain't have no liquor. I think the liquor store was closed or something like that. You understand what I'm saying? So, you know what I mean? Like, it's real out there, B. It's real out there, So I just hope everybody out there, y'all safe. You know what I'm saying? When a woman says no, no. Like, don't feel like you got to get a girl drunk to sleep with her. Or don't even feel like you got to be drunk. If you got to be drunk to sleep with a woman, that means that you don't need to be with her. That means you shouldn't even be sleeping with her. Like, because she might say no or she might react a certain way. And you might not. You so deep in the moment, you're not even paying attention. You're not even paying attention, bro. You know what I'm saying? So, like, real is real, man. Real is real out here. So, like I said, subscribe to the channel, share, comment, make sure you hit the bell too. So I want to double back to the Mav Hoffa conversation they was having. The Mav Hoffa podcast, my expert opinion, where they was talking about. They was briefly talking about like when Dame Dash he made Cameron vice president of Rockefeller. Like they earned it, man. Dipset earned that. You understand what I'm saying? They had two mix rooms. Dipset had two mix rooms. Them dudes earned that, B. I went down there today's session to see my boy 40 Cal. I walk in that session, they in there working. They working like they on some militant stuff. Like, these dudes is putting out double albums, man. You know what I'm saying? All of them had albums. Hell Rell, J.R. Ryder, freaking 40 Cal, Santana, Jim Jones, Cameron. Then you had Dipset had like double album, had two albums. Like, if I was Dame Dash, I'd have made him vice president too. You know what I'm saying? I think cats, and I'm not even gonna say cats, some of these platforms, they don't give Dame Dash the credit he deserves. You understand what I'm saying? And especially these platforms that are Brooklyn biased. My expert opinion, that's a Brooklyn biased platform because he's from Brooklyn. So he's not going to vouch for Dame Dash. You know what I'm saying? He has a deep love for Jay-Z. I get it. I love Jay-Z too, but I'm going to tell you when the real is real. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I seen all of that firsthand. All right? Them state property dudes, they was working, but they was not putting in the work that Dipset was putting in. My boy Vito Gotti, he can vouch for that. He can vouch for that. He'll tell you too. You understand what I'm saying? So like, he was there with me. You know what I'm saying? Like them dudes was working. Dipset was working. So for Jay-Z to feel that way, yeah, that was a Brooklyn Harlem thing. You know what I'm saying? Jay ain't want to see Cam run that label because that's exactly what would have happened. Cam would have been running that label. Dame Dash would have been selling the clothes, and Cameron would have been running the label. And Jay wasn't cool with that. You understand what I'm saying? So that's when the whole verse wars was happening. They was taking each other's verses off of songs or some nonsense or whatever the case is. But nah, man, you know, like real is real, man. And listen, I told you earlier, my Cash App is on my bio. Y'all gotta start donating to donate, man. Yes, I got mad equipment here I gotta start using, but I'm working overtime. I'm doing side gigs, all this other kind of stuff. If y'all want me to do more content, expand the brand, donate, go to my bio, go to the Cash App. Hit it up, run it up. Real talk. You know? But yeah, man. This is real. This is real talk. You know what I mean? I seen a lot working at Sony Studios, man. I seen a lot. You know, I can go on and on. Shout out to Big Face Gary. You know what I'm saying? I used to see him all the time there. You know, he was the A&R for state property. You know, and that he was there countless, just working hard, countless hours, just hours and hours. You know, working on these projects. You know, shout out to Wayne O. Shout out to Emanuele. You know, Emanuele Parker. Shout out to Pilgrim, Shaka Pilgrim. You understand what I'm saying? I ran the video department there. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I seen all of that stuff firsthand. You know, seen Jay-Z. I met Jay-Z a few times there. You know, it's just that when I met Jay-Z there, you know, that's when they had beef with Mace. You understand what I'm saying? So I wasn't really rocking with Jay like that during that time. You know? But I know one thing though, when Jay-Z was president of Def Jam, he was coming out the studio. You had Corey Rooney come out. You had Corey said what up to me. After Corey Rooney, LL came out. LL said what up to me. And Jay-Z just kept walking. I was like, man, this nigga. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if he remembered from the time when I was on the elevator with him, and I get on the elevator and he's just standing there, just me and him, and I was just like, I ain't say nothing to him. I act like I ain't see him. You know what I'm saying? So I don't know. Maybe like, oh, that's that nigga. You know, so I don't know. But you know, I seen a lot working there, man. I seen a lot working there. Cash out to Cash Money, man. 100 deep. They come in the studio 100 deep. I ran into my man Slim on 42nd Street. We had a nice long conversation. Dude is like 7 feet tall, crying out. Like he's just tall dude, man. Had a nice long conversation with him. You know what I mean? He was talking about the music industry and Louisiana and everything like that. You know, so it's like, these artists, they have a great work ethic, and it's sad that they don't have studios like that no more, because that's how a lot of celebrities did compilation, well, not compilations, they did features, because you can have Jay-Z in one studio, have Busta Rhymes in another studio, you can have Nas in one studio, and they bump into each other in the hallway. So you'll see, like, I would see Jay-Z walking in the hallway, I would see him, I would see 50 Cent, you know what I'm saying? Walking in the hallway. But when I saw 50 Cent, like, I already knew what type of time he was on. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't even reach out to give him a dap, because I was like, this nigga might we might be fighting or something like that, because he was so I think they had like what was it? I think that's when they had he was getting a lot of death threats. You know what I mean? So he had like snipers on a freaking roof, all type of stuff, man. His security was like, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't even try to dap him up. I was just like, I said, what up? He said something to me. I just kept it moving, you know. But you know, but yeah, like, just I missed. It's like, I know celebrities miss that. You had the Hit Factory right up the block. But I know artists in the music industry, they miss that. They miss being in the studio. Miss interacting with artists that you can just see passing in the hallway and be like, "What up?" You see Jennifer Lopez walking in the hallway. You're like, "Yo, what up? Yo, you want to jump on the track with me or whatever?" You know what I'm saying? You see R. Kelly. You know what I'm saying? You see Beyonce, or just anybody. You see Maya. You know, like, that's how a lot of features happen, just by doing that. And shout out to the engineers too. Shout out to all of the engineers that spend countless hours in the studio, making sure that these artists had top quality, top tier work. I had a conversation with an artist yesterday at my job. This kid is African kid from Nigeria, and I'm gonna have him on a platform because he has some very good information about the Nigerian culture. And he was just saying how artists, they need to really focus on perfecting their sound, like making sure that you have a good engineer. You understand what I'm saying? Like, because your sound makes a difference. And he referred to, I think, the baby. He was saying how, like, the baby, how, like, at one point his music was didn't sound good, but once he changed his engineer, it went up. It's like his streams went up or whatever, But yeah, I love the Sony Music Studio days. Them Sony days was awesome. I think, that the industry should reinvest in studios like that, because that can improve the camaraderie between the artistry, between the music industry. That Because it's like, ever since people started downloading music, I think that the artistry and the camaraderie between other artists depleted. Like, the value just depleted. So we need more of that. We need more of that. But yeah, it's 11:15. About to jump off this joint. Like I said, I got content for days, man. I got content for days. I'm telling y'all. And I'm just getting started, man, by the grace of God. You know what I'm saying? By the grace of God. Shout out to Elmwood Church. You know what I'm saying? I joined that church today. You know what I mean? Shout out to my brother for introducing me to that church or whatever. And I've been going there, for a little while, and I'm glad I joined it. It's an awesome church. and I'm looking forward to doing things with them, and learning things, learning more, learning things about myself and how to work, do work in the community, um, and working with different people, meeting different people, and just building my character. A lot of things happen in our life, that is unexpected, and when you're around people who can give you that positive energy and can give you that that reassurance that you might need as an individual, I think that's priceless. You understand what I'm saying? And I think I know that especially as a black man, you need that, because all of us have past traumas, all of us have situations that we've been through in life that we can't change, that we just have to learn how to accept, right? So at being in organizations or being in what's the word I'm looking for? Being involved in a church, like in a church that offers that type of love and support. Oh, word! That's wow. Yeah, so you literally my neighbor, bro. Like I live like 5 minutes from there. Word. It's Elmwood Presbyterian Church. It's Elmwood Presbyterian Church. So I live like 5 minutes from there, bro. Literally driving. You know what I mean? So like I was saying, like just seeing the brothers there, like all ages from, if you go to my page, Big Picture Media Harlem, go to my Instagram page, you see a video of my nephew talking about he's a part of a talented 10th program they have there where they tutor young kids, in high school or in elementary school, and he was talking about the basketball program that they have there called Hoops and Healing that my brother runs. And it was really deep when he started saying how it's bigger than basketball. It's the program is about mental health. It's about teaching you how to cope with different things that happen in your life. And that really hit me. I'm a grown man. I'm like, wow, that's deep, yo. Like, being like things happen in our life and things that we have no control over. And, you know, some we might not know how to cope with things, you know? So having a community or having people that can help you learn how to cope with different things that happen in your life is essential. It's essential. And it takes a village. It takes a village, you know. So shout out to them, man. Shout out to that church, man. Reverend Maria, she's awesome. She reminds me so much of my mom. May she rest in peace. Like, she reminds me so much of her, and her word, the way she speaks, like, is top tier, man. I came to church one day and she had a hoodie on a pulpit with some sneakers, and I was like, wow, like that's deep, bro. Like, I don't know if it was Hoodie Sunday or whatever the case is, but like, she had a hoodie on. I was like, and I'm so concerned about, what I'm gonna put on or whatever, because it's like I was raised in a Pentecostal church, you know, and they're very just, I love my church, very spiritual, the church I used to go to back in the days, but they were very judgmental on how you showed up to church, to the point where it turned a lot of people away, unfortunately. You couldn't wear, earrings. You couldn't, if you had braids, they were looking at you funny. You know what I'm saying? Couldn't wear jeans to church. Women's skirts couldn't be, they had to be below their knees. Like, it was just so many different things that, and I get it. You're supposed to have rules and regulations and guidelines, but that's just too much, you know? So my brother called me right now. Let me just text him and tell him I'll call him back in a second, because I'm about to get off this joint anyway. Yeah, so, so I'm there. Yeah, bro. Yo, son, bro, you my neighbor, bro, but you only out here like 2 days out the week or something, but it's all good. We got to get up, man. We got to get up, go to the gym, go for a run or something, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, really chop it up, kid. You know what I'm saying? For real, man. And matter of fact, I'll invite you to the church too, man. Shoot, I'll invite you. You know what I mean? It's a good place, man. It's a good place, man. The lady who preaches there, bro, she's 100, man. She's 100, man. For real, for real. So yeah, man. Let me get off this joint, man. Let me get off this joint and call my brother, see what's goody. You know what I'm saying? And like I said before I get off, I got tons. I can talk to you guys literally all night. Like this is my passion. This is what I do. You know what I'm saying? You all good? Just grab stuff. Dryer. Oh, all right, cool. Yeah. All right, I'm logging off. All right, I'll talk to y'all later. One. Bow.